If you were only allowed to do just one exercise for the rest of your life for each muscle, what would that be? After scouring the internet, I found these exercises which are the highest ROI, the highest return on investment, meaning that they're most worth your precious time. You should be doing these, especially if you're looking to build an aesthetic body. 23 muscles in 8 minutes, let's go. Neck. Not many people I know train neck, but it is an aesthetic muscle which will improve your posture, will make you look more masculine, because look at these two pictures and decide for yourself which one looks better. The one exercise to train your neck would be neck curls, and you can superset this with neck extensions, which is just the other way around. And you want to do this for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Make sure your chin is tucked in when you're doing the neck curls, and go from all the way down to all the way to your collarbone. Do this like 3 or 4 times a week and you'll build an aesthetic neck. Next, upper chest. The best exercise to train upper chest, and I don't care what you say, it is the incline dumbbell bench. This is the god exercise for upper chest. It also hits your triceps and front delts, and you should be doing this exercise if you want upper chest. And one thing to note is that upper chest is the aesthetic part of the chest. No one wants your lower chest. That's what Andrew Tate has, and look at his chest, saggy ass pecs, man. You want the upper chest, and the incline dumbbell press beautifully hits that. And the reason it is the incline dumbbell press and not the incline barbell press is that incline dumbbell press is way more safe, and it's just a way nicer motion to go through than the incline barbell, where it's kind of like this huge rod that you have to hold on to. Honestly, I guess it comes down to personal preference, so choose the one which you find more fun, but the best one objectively is the incline dumbbell press. And you want to do this 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Next we have the lower portion of the chest, or the lower chest. This is the part where you should not train at all. The previous exercise, incline dumbbell press, also indirectly hits your lower chest a bit. But if you for some reason do want to train your lower chest, you want to do dips. That is the best lower chest exercise objectively. And it's the most fun, and it also hits your triceps. So make sure that the dips target your lower chest. You want to be slightly bending in when you do it instead of doing it straight up, because when you do it straight up, it hits your triceps, and when you bend slightly in, it hits your lower chest. Next, the front delts, the front shoulders. These you should not train on your own, because the incline dumbbell press, it's such a good exercise. It also hits the front delts. Front delts, if you want to train them on their own, the best exercise is the shoulder press. But I don't do it because I don't want overdeveloped front delts that will give you like a rounded posture, and it already gets hit by my incline dumbbell press. So that's what I recommend, but it's up to you. And you want to do shoulder press 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, hypertrophy. Next, 5, we have the most aesthetic part of the shoulders, the lateral delts, the medium delts. These are on the side, and this is one of the muscles that give you broad shoulders. So the best exercise for lateral delts is lateral raises, but lateral raises with good form. Most people's forms on lateral raises are absolute garbage. This is the correct form of lateral raises. You want to take it slow and controlled reps. And another thing, even better than using dumbbells for lateral raises, is using cable machine. If you have access to that, and backed by research, that hits your lateral delts even more and trains them even further. But the only downside is that you have to do one at a time, so that's why I just use dumbbells, because it's way faster. And for lateral raises, you want to do high reps, so 15 to 20 reps per set, and you want to do 3 sets. 6, we have the rear delts, or the back shoulder, and this is the second most important part of the shoulder. This is another aesthetic muscle, and this is what improves your posture and makes your shoulders go back. Most people have underdeveloped rear delts, and you don't want to be one of them, alright? The best way to train rear delts is what's called face pulls. You should be doing face pulls at the end of every single workout you have. You want to do 2 sets of 15 reps. Every day we're spending hours with rounded shoulders in front of a computer, and this is the exercise which is the complete opposite of that, and it gives you a godly posture. What you can do is that on your pull day or on your back day, you can also do rear delt rows, and this is also very good for the rear delts. It will freaking beef off your rear delts. We want to do 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps on that one. Alright, 7, we have the big boy biceps. Of course, this is an aesthetic muscle. The best exercise, hands down, for the biceps are the concentration curl and hammer curls. The concentration curls hits the long and short head of the biceps, and hammer curls hits the brachioradialis, however you say it, and also your forearms. These are the only 2 bicep exercises that you need. If you want, you can replace the concentration curls with cable curls. They're also equally as good. Number 8 on the list, we have forearms. Forearms are an aesthetic muscle again, and you want to have aesthetic and vascular forearms. Big forearms don't matter if they're not vascular, alright? So most people think that the best forearm exercise is probably some kind of wrist curl, but it's not. You don't want to do that, because wrist curls, with my experience, it doesn't lead to vascularity. You want to do hammer curls, because that hits the biggest muscle of your forearms, and you also want to do farmer's carries. This is an underrated exercise, but just pick up some heavy dumbbells and just walk around for like 20-30 seconds, and you'll see after like 30 seconds, I bet you won't be able to hold it. At the start, you'll feel like you can hold it for the entire day, but just get to that 30-second mark and you'll literally like burn your hands off. Try with 20 kg dumbbells maybe at first, and do it till the point where you literally can't hold it anymore and you have to drop it. That is how you get aesthetic vascular forearms. Next, we have the triceps, the biggest muscle of your arms. It makes up 2/3 of your arms. Triceps indirectly get hit from the incline dumbbell press. Again, it's that good of an exercise. But if you want to, you can also do the other best tricep exercise which I've found, the tricep cable overhead extensions. You get on the cable machine, you put the rope attachment on, and you bring it from behind your back. Make sure you keep your elbows in place and not flared out, and just go all the way out. Make sure to really stretch on the top, and repeat that for 12 reps of 3 sets. It targets all the heads of your triceps, but mostly the long head, which is the biggest head, and is what will give you that size. Alright, 11, we have the upper traps, and these are the part that sticks out of your collarbone. The whole traps goes down your back, but the upper traps is what people see. If you have overdeveloped upper traps, it ruins your V-taper, or the aesthetic V-taper, and it will kind of look like you're on steroids. So, but they are important to train, alright? You don't want no traps. You don't want too much upper traps. The lower and mid traps are very important, but not the upper traps. The best exercise for your upper traps are barbell shrugs. 12, we have the middle and lower traps. These are the actual important bits of the traps, and you must be training these. This is another muscle that is underdeveloped in literally everyone, so make sure you're doing this in your back day or something. The best exercise for the middle and lower traps are called the scapular retractions. This is how you do them, and you want to do them 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. Another exercise which you can do, which also hits those two lower and middle traps, is called incline prone Y raises. I don't really like doing them, but yeah, that is also another alternative that you can do. They're both the best exercises for this muscle. 13, your lats, a muscle that moves your shoulders apart and what gives you that V-taper. For this, the best exercise is hands down the pull-up. It's the most natural, it's just the best exercise for lats. If you can't do pull-ups yet, do lat pull-downs until you can. Lat pull-downs are the second best. I think they hit your lats more, but they're just not as natural as the pull-up. So use the lat pull-down machine if you can't do a full pull-up yet, and keep doing that. And as soon as you can do 5 pull-ups, just completely remove lat pull-down machines and just only do pull-ups in sets. Pull-ups is what really will grow your lats, not the lat pull-down machine. But it is a good alternative to the pull-up if you can't do one yet. Next, we have the lower back. If you have wrong form on any exercise, the lower back basically gets hit. You don't want to be training lower back on your own because you don't want an overdeveloped lower back, but it is an important muscle. So the best exercise for this is Romanian deadlifts. Romanian deadlifts primarily target the glutes, but they also work the lower back. So this is the best exercise, because you don't want to be training it on its own because it's not worth your time. For Romanian deadlifts, you want to do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Next, we have your core. So if you're walking down a hallway and someone pushes you, you stand there unfazed. You don't move at all because you have that strong of a core. And to get that strong of a core, you need to be doing planks. Planks are the best exercise for your core, and it's also good for posture too. 15, we have abs. And the way to actually get abs is to do flat leg raises. This is the best ab exercise as it targets mostly your lower abs because your feet come up to your stomach instead of your stomach going up to your feet like in crunches. Most people have no lower abs, but they do have upper abs. Like, you have no problem developing upper abs, but lower abs is what most people lack in. So just only target lower abs and it will indirectly hit the upper abs too. For abs, you want to do this daily, so you need discipline for this. You want to do 3 sets till failure every single day. That is how you train abs. It's not these random ass routines that you see on Instagram. It's just 3 sets of till failure of flat leg raises every single day. You need discipline and you need consistency to get abs. Do this for 6 months along with a good diet and you'll 100% get abs, I can guarantee you. 17, we have the obliques or the side abs. Do not train your obliques as they ruin your V-taper. Best exercise for your obliques is Russian twists, and you want to do high reps like 20-40 reps per side. And whatever you do, do not use weights when you're doing Russian twists because that will hypertrophy them and it will completely ruin your V-taper. The plank indirectly hits your obliques already, so you don't need to train them on your own. Now we enter leg day territory. This requires you not to skip leg day. We have 19, quads, quadriceps. Best exercise for quads is the leg extension. It's such a good exercise. It isolates your quads You want to do 3 sets of 15 reps. Next we have the hamstrings. You want to do the opposite of leg extensions, like curls. You can do it on the same machine in my gym. And you again want to do 3 sets of 15 reps. Also for hamstrings, I highly recommend that you stretch daily. That is also very beneficial. Next, for your like overall legs, we have the barbell squats or the leg press machine. If you're under the age of 21 and you want to get taller, I recommend you don't do barbell squats, because think about it, you have huge heavy weight pushing you down. It's bro science, I know, but just don't do it. You can instead just do the leg press until you're like 21. This is directly taken from my no bullshit high maxing guide on my channel. 22, glutes. As much as we love glutes on women, women also love glutes on men, so make sure these are not flat and these are kind of developed. Don't overdevelop them, because then you're gonna look gay, but make sure it's not flat. The best way to develop your glutes are barbell hip thrusts. I know it sounds gay, it is gay, but just do it. This is definitely the most masculine exercise out there. But bro, there's a reason why females do this all the time. It is the best exercise for your glutes. Alright, finally we have the last muscle, number 23, calves. Do not train calves in the gym. Calves are not an aesthetic muscle and you don't need to train them in the gym, alright? It takes too much time and it's just not worth it. Instead, you should use a jump rope and do skipping for like 20-30 minutes on your leg days, and that will hit your calves way better. And that's it. Like the video if you found this helpful, and make sure to include these exercises in whatever your workout routine is.